Welcome back to another video. My name's Carol, also known as Carol Trades. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome. Here's a little backstory of who I actually am. So I've now been trading for 8 years. I used to be a yoga teacher for 5 years between 2018 and 2023. Then I used to be a sales agent. So I used to work for a sales company in Manchester. So in today's video, I'm going to basically explain to you what breathwork is, why we use breathwork and how it can basically change your life, and also show you the breathwork that I actually do on a day-to-day basis, right? So first things first, what is breathwork? Well, oxygen, right? We breathe in oxygen all day, every single day. You don't even have to think about it. It's voluntary and involuntary. It happens with no thought whatsoever. However, the problem is that 99% of people in this world only use 33% of their lung capacity. 33%. That's a third of everything that you're able to breathe into. So think about this, look into the day-to-day world. No wonder people are stressed, no wonder people are anxious, no wonder people are angry, have low self-esteem and lose patience. All these emotions and all these insecurities that we've built up over the years stem from the inability of being able to control our own breathing, right? Now breath work, the one I'm talking about specifically, is called holotropic breathing. Now, it's done by 3 rounds. You do it intensively to clear out all the chatter, all the noise out of the mind and purify. When you do breath work, it increases your state of consciousness, your state of awareness, your state of alertness. You make better decisions. You're no longer in your emotions, right? So whenever you feel, think about it, whenever you feel emotional, whenever you feel angry, stressed, anxious, any of the emotions that's anything other than being centered and what I call Zen Mode, then think about the quality of the decisions, the choices that you make from those states of consciousness. They're not 10-10. They are not the best you, right? So when you do the breath work, what that allows you to do is it gets you out of your mind, right? And I know that sounds funny, but it literally clears out everything. It allows you to be in a state of pure joy, pure ecstasy, pure awareness. So think about that. When you're completely centered and you go and play sports, you go in the Olympics, you do trading, you do parenting, whatever it is, you can become so much better by just utilizing your own breath and your own body. It doesn't cost anything. You don't need anyone. You don't need any support. You can, of course, go to classes. But the point of this video is to help you understand that breath doesn't have to be this crazy thing that only gurus and yogis do, because breathwork has been used for thousands and thousands of years. You've probably heard of Wimhof, right? The Wimhof Method. He didn't make that up. That's been around for thousands and thousands of years before him. He just brought it to the public. And look at how many people have transformed their lives in ways you could have never imagined. Trauma therapy, let go of patterns, habits, behaviors, cure addictions, just from breathing. How crazy is that? You don't need a therapist. You don't need to do all these crazy things. You can actually do it from your own bedroom. This is just pure honesty, because I've just done my own breathwork and I got the idea to share it with you on why breathwork is so popular and so important in our day-to-day life, especially if you're a high achiever. If you want to do trading, which is a highly emotional game, and you're not doing breathwork, you're missing out on a massive part of becoming a profitable trader, of becoming a better trader, of making better decisions. It is so much easier to trade when you do breathwork, when you use mindful practices, when you use yoga, when you use meditation, when you use breathwork. These 3 work in complete unison, right? So now I'm going to demonstrate how I do my breathwork. So I do 3 rounds. First round is really slow, second round is a little bit faster, and third round is the most intense. Okay, so you do the first round by doing it for around 2 to 3 minutes at the pace like this. So there's no pause at the top and there's no pause at the bottom. And each round you do a breath retention. Second round is a little bit faster. Right? Third round I like to do where I do 2 breaths in, 1 breath out, something like this. Now at the end of each round, you do a breath retention. So on your last breath, you breathe everything out, you breathe everything in fully, you hold for 5 to 10 seconds, and then you let everything out. First round, you don't need to breathe for around 60 seconds. Second round, you don't need to breathe 60 to 90 seconds. And then last round, the third round, you don't need to breathe anything from 90 seconds up to 3 minutes. That's what we do because we over-oxygenate the body, which removes everything from mind, makes it crystal clear. Try it. Let me know your thoughts. If you've done breathwork before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you've never done it before, give it a go. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.